Question number 10. Okay, for the review for tomorrow. I'm asking what is UV right here. Now, UV is this part here. How I'm able to solve it is because I'm given that these two arcs are equal. If these two arcs are equal, then I know that the angles that they form are equal. So, I'm going to take this arc right here, which is 4x plus 20, and I'm going to set it equal to this arc right here, which is 5x plus 5. So now when I do the math, and I'm going to let you guys do it, I have x is equal to 15. Okay? Again, subtracting 4x over here gives me x. Subtracting 5 from both sides gives me 15. Okay? Any questions on that part? All right? So now, x is 15. So now I can plug in 15 right here. So I take 6 times 15 minus 20, which gives me what? 70. Okay, now that is just the central arc, or central angle. But I have a question. Aren't central angles and the arc that they create the same? Yes or no? Yes, they are. Central arcs, central angles, and the arc that they create, all right, central angles and the arc that they create, all right, are equal. So if this central angle is 70, the arc is 70. All right, number 11. They want to know what XZ is. So I have this side and this side. Now, they tell me that these two arcs are the same. Whenever I have two arcs that are the same within a circle, that means that the lines that created them are the same. Just like when we made our equilateral triangle and we made that real nice one that cut that cut the circle just in 3 equal parts, looked fantastic. Okay, all of those arcs were the same because all the lines were the same. So I have 8x minus 5. Since these arcs are the same, then these two lines are going to be the same. 8x minus 5 equals 6x plus 10. Add 5. Add 5. I have 8x equals 6x plus 15. I'm going to subtract over here. Get 2x equals 15. X is 7.5. I know I'm going fast with the math part. It's the concepts. The math part you should already have down. Okay, this is just two variables. You got variables on both sides of the equation. So now I take 7.5, plug it in for x. 7.5 times 6 is 45, plus 10 is 55. So I have 55, so xz is equal to, congruent, or equal to 55. Shouldn't say congruent, just should say equal. All right, any questions on 11? Am I going too fast? You guys caught up? Everybody with me? Let's go, go, go. Okay. Number 12. Yes, sir. Okay. Number 12. They want to know what the value is of x. Okay. Well, same type of problem that I did in 4, where I have angles. I have an angle that's not in the middle, but I have two chords that have cut the circle. So I can do it one of two ways. The way that I prefer to do it is to take 360 minus all the angles, which 111 plus 104 is 215. 215 plus 77 gives me 292, correct? Is that right?
Correct.
Everybody, okay, so I have 360 minus 292, and I get 68. So 68 is this arc right there, okay? Well, now, in order to find this angle here, I have to take 104 plus 68, and that gives me what? There, 104 plus 68. You got calculators. Let's go. 172. Thank you. So I have 172 divided by 2 gives me what? 86. So x is equal to 86. All right, x is equal to 86. Now, number 13. This is a conceptual problem. Okay, 6 posts have been spaced evenly apart. So they want to know if somebody is standing with nothing but two of those posts within view, what is the angle of their view? Okay? How far can they see? Well, this is going to take a couple of steps. This is not just one quick and easy step and you're done. First off, what is the measure of each arc between each post? Or I should say the arc between each post. If it's evened out 6 by 6 post, if it's evened out by 6 posts, how many degrees are between each post? 60. You found that out by taking 360 divided by 6, right? Everybody have that? Everybody good? Shaking of heads? All right. So this is 60 degrees. Well, if that arc is 60 degrees, then that lets me know that this central angle is 60 degrees. Okay, that central angle. Now, the second part that we notice about this shape is that my line of view is tangent to this circle. So yes, so these angles right here are 180. Okay? Now, what I'm asking for, 90. Well, the combination of both of them are 180. Okay? So now if I look at angle A plus the central angle of 60, how many degrees is that?
120.
Well, A is 120, but what's the total? 180, because I know that this is a quadrilateral that is formed right here. So I know that these two angles, angle A is 120. And so, and that is what we were looking for. Okay? Math part isn't hard. Just making sure to get to the concepts. Okay? The math, 180 minus 60 is 180 minus 60. That's easy math. It's the concepts of getting there. And those are more important. Okay. Number 14 we've already talked about. So now we need to take a look at number 15. Okay, and number 15 I want you to skip. Don't have to worry about it. Okay, 16. Okay, 16. Quadrilateral PR or PQRS, all right, is inscribed within a circle. Okay, so if it's inscribed within a circle, then I know that the opposite angles are 180 degrees. So if I take P, Q, R, S, all right, they tell me that P and R, opposite angles, okay, have a ratio of 2 to 4. That is saying that for every 2 degrees that the measure of angle P is, or the degrees that P has, angle R has 4 degrees. So how many times bigger is R to P? How many times bigger? 2 times bigger. Okay, so if I'm looking at R, okay, if I take 2x, okay, if I take 2x plus 4x, I'm going to get 180 because this is a quadrilateral inscribed within a circle. So if I take 2x plus 4x equals 180, I have 6x equals 180. X is equal to? No, 180 divided by 6 is 30, right?
I'm sorry, I wrote a 3.
Oh, okay. So, okay, so we have 30x, or x is 30. So now I can plug angle R is represented by the 4, okay? So if I plug the x in for where this is, the 30 times 4 is 120. So angle R is 120 degrees. Okay? Now, if angle R is 120, okay, then what does that make angle P? If they're supplementary, come on, help me out. 60. Is angle R twice as big as angle P?
Yes.
Yes, it is. So that's another way of checking it to make sure you did it right. Okay, This next question is just like number 4. Okay? I want you to solve this one. They're asking for J, B, M. It's just like number 4, except you're having to do one extra step. Okay? You have to subtract, where if I take 70 and 130, what do I get? 200. Divide by 2 is what? 100. Okay, so I have 100 in both of these. Okay, so now they want this angle. How do I find this angle? What is K to M? That's called a what? A line. Okay, so how many degrees are in a line? 180. So how do I find this angle right here? There you go. And it's going to be what? 80 degrees. Okay? All right. Number 18. All right? I'm going to have you work this one out at home. Okay? 18 is just like our Denali question at 9. Except this side is 210. I'm looking for all of this side. But the only thing they're asking is, how tall is Mount Everest? So you've got to be able to do some figuring there. Okay? So be careful of that. I've set it up for you. You've got to do the rest. Okay, number 19. All right, they want to know the measure of BA. Now, we could go through several proofs here to show that BA is equal to CD. All right? And we could show if we took 180 and we subtracted this and we subtracted this, we'd eventually, but anyway, we know that BA is equal to CD. Okay, that arc. So if I'm going to find it, I need to cut this particular, okay, I need to cut this circle in half. So I take 16Z plus 12 plus another angle to equal 180. Because in order to go from D all the way to here, I got to take this arc and this arc. So if I do that, the only information I'm given is 2Z plus 4, this part right here. Well, this arc, the arc that I'm looking for, is this an inscribed angle or a central angle? Inscribed. Be sure that you know the difference and understand what they are. Inscribed. So this angle, 2Z plus 4, I need to multiply this angle by 2 to get to this arc. Okay? Because remember, this is half of this. So I have to multiply this by 2. So this is 4Z plus 8. Well, if I combine my like terms, I get 20Z plus 20 equals 180. Subtract 20 from both sides, and I get 20Z is equal to 160. Z is equal to what, guys? 8. So now, I found Z. Well, since I know that BA is equal to CD, I'm going to take 16 times 8 plus 12. And what do I get? Quickly. 140. So, the measure of BA in degrees is 140. Now, taking a look at number 20. Okay? Number 20 is just like number 4 and just like number 17. So I'm going to have you do number 20 at home. Okay? But you have a couple of examples to go off of. Okay? So you can solve it. 21 is going to be your extra credit. Now the only thing I'm going to do, okay, the only thing I'm going to do with this is set it up. You're going to have to solve it. Now this is 2 secant lines. Do a circle. Okay, now if I have 2 secant lines, I know that they're proportional. So if I have to take all of this line, 6 plus 4 is what? 10. Times the outside arm, which is 4. Okay, is equal to, I know that this is going to be 40 right here, so I'll go ahead and write that down. Now, I have to add up all of this side. So this is x. Don't worry, it'll come back. There we go. So this is x plus x plus 2. Okay, adding up all of this side times the outside arm, x plus 2. So now I have 40 is equal to 2x plus 2 times x plus 2. And you get to solve the rest because, again, this is your extra credit for tomorrow. Now, you can go to other teachers. You can go to upperclassmen and ask them, can you? Just not me. Okay? Now, do not bother them. Do not bug them. Okay? And if you get the question, I would advise you to hold on to it tightly. Okay? Because you went through the extra effort of finding it. So, now, number 22. Okay, number 22 is very quick. I have FGH. This angle is 101. Okay? If this quadrilateral is inscribed within this circle, what's going to be the measure of angle J? 79. Okay? And how is it that I know that it's 79?
180 minus 101.
Yes, because I know that J and G are 100